Hello, everybody. It's Lasha from High Voltage. I just have to change seats because here we go. Sorry, I just have to change seats. Hi, everybody. You've reached Lasha from High Voltage. I am actually going to paint a sign above there that says High Voltage. Sorry, no time for makeup or anything like that. So, I know a lot of the book review channels are way ahead of myself and they read for a lot longer. However, I'm reading it slowly and I've read ahead a little bit and I want to summarize the pages, but a lot of people want me to read. And I will say, people like Cheer Denise and Jessie Connell, kudos to them, despite some of my differences of opinion I might have with one of the book reviewers. They're phenomenal. So I just read a little bit at a time, and at the end, and I'm going to be putting it on the community page, whoever gets the highest score on the questionnaire, it'll be like, who married JFK? Like really not difficult questions. But there'll be questions from my readings, nobody else's. And I want to leave, I don't want to give my opinion too much because I want to leave it up to interpretation. So that's my introduction. If you want to know why I started the channel, you look on my shorts from the last 3 days, and it's a picture on change.org as a petition, and it's also on the community page. So having said that, we are at Kick Kennedy, okay? So I'll read as much as I can aloud. I think I'm going to sit on the floor, actually. It's actually much more comfortable down here. There we go. There. I think. Oh, sorry. Oops. See? Technology. There we go. There we go. That's a little better. Okay. Kick Kennedy. And if you're following along with the book, we're on Ask Not, page 89, and it's about Kick Kennedy. Kick Kennedy was already famous when she arrived in England in 1938 at age 18. She and Jack, the stars among U.S. Ambassador Joseph P. Kennedy's 9 children. Old Joe favored her openly. Quote, "All my ducks are swans," he said, "but Kick is especially special." When Jack met Jacqueline Bouvier some 20 years later, he was astounded at the similarities she had with Kick. The youthful stubbornness, the determination, the snobbery, the love of fashion and horseback riding and swimming. Kick, like Jackie, had gone from debutante of the year to a career in journalism. Like Jackie, Kick was distant from her mother worship. Kick was distant from her mother, but worshipped her father. Her easy wit, her vivaciousness made her the star of high society wherever she went. From Paris to London to America, Kick, still a virgin at age 23, fell in love. Kick and Billy were opposites in every way. He was tall, she was tiny. He was slow in thought, speech, and movement. Kick was electric. He had an aristocratic bearing and regard for politeness. Kik had no use for any of that. Showing her affection through jokes and gentle mockery, she was American. He was not. She was Catholic, and he was Protestant. Kik was born Kathleen. He was born William Cavendish, Marquess of Harrington. You should do some research on William Cavendish. Kik was born Kathleen, okay, Marquess of Harrington, heir to a mansion in London, a castle in Ireland, descendant of a 17th century namesake who had helped to dethrone a Catholic king. I knew that was so familiar. Together they fit. He quickly became her Billy. Kik was the American empress of the jazz age, a screwball heroine out of the Hollywood movies she adored, fond of throwing parties in her father's new residence, a crumbling old pile with 52 rooms and a basement where Joe stashed 2,000 bottles of champagne. Her and attending garden parties at Buckingham Palace or luncheons at St. Joe's restaurant, St. James Palace. Her nights were spent in London's poshest clubs, theaters, restaurants, or cocktail parties in calices, with maids attending to tasks, grand and small, squeezing toothpaste onto waiting toothbrushes that were angled just so. Kik was among the beautiful and the privileged youth of England, partying at the edge of the world, losing themselves in midnight strolls through grand toppery, makes on even grander calices young women in gowns of the finest silk, of chiffon, scrolling through the damp verdant grass, swinging champagne bottles in one hand and lit cigarettes in the other. The shimmering stars against a velvet night sky, specter of Hitler and the approaching horrors. All you can hear or talk about at this point is the future and the war which is bound to come. Kik wrote in September 1938, "Am so damn sick of it." War would mean getting back to the States. It would mean losing Billy. I'm leaving it there. I am going to review my chapters and digest what I've read, and then I'd like to come live tonight and have a conversation about what all of you think of Ask Not in reference to what I've read so far. Okay? So I'm going to run. Thank you for joining, and have a really great day, and that's a wrap. Okay? Thank you, Feisty Kitty. It's nice to see you. How are you, by the way? How are you doing? Feisty, how are you doing? Are you gone? Okay. Well, I'll say goodbye then, and thank you, Feisty Kitty, for listening. And I hope you're enjoying the readings. I know they're not as long as other people, but I'm doing my best. I worked last night and the night before and tomorrow night and the night before that in the kitchen from like 6:30 till about 9:30, and you know it's back-breaking work, right? And so I'm really tired, but I wanted to get some of the reading out, so I want to thank all of you for being so supportive. And don't forget, if you go back into the playlist and you listen to the chapters on the playlist or some of the clips, um, you'll be able to find the answers when I put up the questions. And I think we should do that tomorrow night, because I really want to think of these questions, because I'm going to go back, look at what I've put out there in my opinions, and I want to hear all of your opinions. So let's say, I hope people can watch this and share it with a friend if you want to have a conversation about Maureen Callahan's Ask Not, the Kennedys, and the women they destroyed. So let's say tomorrow night, being Saturday, let's say 7 p.m. Okay? Thanks, everybody. You guys are the best, really. I've never come across such a bunch of gracious people. And it's a smaller channel too, and people keep in touch, and I think that's really nice. And there have been friendships born from this channel, so I'm proud of that. And we'll get there to the charity. Technically, we're already there, but I'm not talking about it anymore. This channel needs to keep growing, and it's up to me. And if any of you have any ideas or any research that you think would be a good content piece that would suit my personality, by all means, feedback is great, I learn more from comments than anything else. Honestly, your comments have helped grow the channel, not just through the algorithm, but through feedback on myself, including the guy who told me to smash my guitar because it is a pretty bad ping. But anyway, I'm not condoning bad behavior online, but there's truth in everything that people say. Even when they say I'm just kidding, they're not. Anyway, Ask Not, review the playlist. I'm going to do it. I'm going to write out the questions, and tomorrow night we'll have the discussion, and I'll do the first part of the questions tomorrow and the last part on the 30th, and the raffle is on the 1st of October for the Amazon card, and it's from me, not from you, anybody donating. Okay? God bless. Well,